Understand this. Keep rebuilding yourself in private, but make sure when you come back an absolute beast.
Most people spend their entire lives wishing shit was easy, wishing it was fair. It's not fucking fair. Wishing it would line up to be perfect for them. And because they're waiting for this and because it's never coming, they never go. And when they never go, they never become anything. And that's what leads to a wasted life. Conditions are never gonna be perfect. Things are always gonna be hard. The only hope that you have is to become someone who can push through that hard regardless of what the is going on. And if you can build that level of discipline, that level of mental toughness to execute when things are not ideal, when things are extremely hard, nothing can stop you.
How many really uncomfortable situations are you putting yourself in that challenged you, that grew you, that pushed you to get to that next level of being who you are? Are you under the illusion, and I love you as a friend, but I think sometimes you're under the illusion that you're going to get these external things you want without growing who you are. You could not be further from the truth. In fact, if you were to acquire those things without growing who you are, we understand the power of identity. You will eventually lose those things, because they're not congruent with who you are as a person.
Do all that you can do, and when you've done all you can do, and hell still comes to breakfast, let it finish out, then pick up the pieces, learn from it, and start all over again.
There's a really great quote from Mark Manson where he talks about the most important question to ask yourself is what pain are you willing to endure in your life, rather than what pleasure do you want? Because any pleasure or any pursuit that you want is going to come with an in-kind payment of pain.
Beautiful thing about life is that you get to choose your hard. Everything in life is hard, but you get to choose what your hard is. It's really hard to live a life of purpose, working on something you care about. It's also really hard to live without purpose. You get to choose the thorns that you're gonna have on the path of your journey. It's something that I think about constantly. It's like, how can I just endure this a little bit longer? How can I just embrace this hard of whatever it is that I'm going through?
And the right choice is you can either go out and build your dreams, go through all the hard shit, get knocked down a million times, get punched in the face a million times, get told you're shit by everybody that you love and everybody that's around you, get made fun of, get laughed at, get picked on, become the joke and continue to move forward and then build your dreams and let your life speak for itself. Or the other choice is you can quit and you could be worse than what you were when you started trying to be better.
Don't talk about what you're gonna do. Don't just dream about what you're gonna do. Don't criticize somebody else for what they're not doing. You be it. Be about it. Be about that action and go do it. Keep your eye on your intention. Don't let any outside distraction or your own insecurity stop you from your goals. Embrace that struggle. Surviving that struggle will strengthen you.
What can one man do except for give his best? If you fail, you try again. If you win, you try again and get better. So as long as you maintain and you stay consistent, you'll forever be a winner and a champion, and the people who love you in their eyes because they support you nevertheless, as long as you're trying again and again and again.
Legacy that you leave has gotta mean something to somebody. We gotta live for something bigger than ourselves.
Some people will tell you that you don't need to change, but they're wrong, because in order to achieve the things that you want to achieve, you have to destroy the current version of you. Improvement and growth is change. You can't expect to get the things that you don't have if you don't change the things that you always do. Change is inevitable. You either progress or regress. The choice is up to you.
If you're not being defined by a vision of the future, then you are left with the memories of your past and you'll be predictable in your life. If you're not creating anything new, that means you're believing in your past more than you're believing in your future. So then if the person is living in anger, impatience, resentment, frustration, and they're holding the intention of their future, there's no vibrational match between anything and their future, because they're saying, why hasn't it happened? They're waiting for their success to feel abundance, waiting for something outside to change how we feel inside. And if you're living in that lack and you know that you're creating your future, you're creating more lack. And if you're reacting to the people and conditions in your life that are all known to you, then your thoughts and feelings are equal to everything that you know. You keep creating the same life.
It is simply, you are thinking 1,000 different thoughts in 1 hour. You are doing around 500 different actions in that hour and experiencing 20 different emotions. And when you think about it through that lens, it is now this finite structure that if you live with a complete intention to use your thoughts with intention, that lead to intentional actions that create the feelings and emotions of joy for the majority of your life, that little framework right there is how you can literally take control of time and ultimately create a harmonious existence for yourself.
Really look back and think about all the things that led to you reaching those moments. It's going to be the tough times. It's going to be that depression. It's going to be that anxiety. It's going to be that heartbreak. It's going to be that setback, that injury, whatever it is, that loss. All those things, right, in the moment felt like the end of the world. You're going to look back in hindsight and see how they were actually building you up in a way that you just couldn't see in that moment.
Remember, there is nothing in this world that can hurt you as much as your thoughts. And there is nothing in this world that can heal you as much as your thoughts.